So I hope you've all had a great day, because today we'll be talking about multiple different topics, as I couldn't find a singular topic to settle on for one video, so we're gonna do multiple just to make that one video, and it's just something that I can comment on as there is a lot of salt going around, from Xbox fanboys to PlayStation fanboys. So I'm probably just gonna market it as a PlayStation fanboy salt video, as the majority of the salt that I have for this is just PlayStation salt. But don't you worry, the Xbox salt is actually this time around comparable to the PlayStation salt, and I know that's a very hard thing to achieve from Xbox fanboys, but we finally made it. We finally got something that's comparable to all the shit that the PlayStation fanboys do, so let's enjoy it while we have it. Our first tweet is from the Xbox Curator, now known as the RTX Curator. My time as an Xbox fanboy has come to an end. It was only what I wanted for my preferred platform, not what actually happened. Put your games anywhere, Xbox, I no longer care. I moved back to PC, I'm done. You're telling me you had a PC and you preferred to play on your Xbox. Don't get me wrong, we've all got our preferred platforms, but no way you didn't have that moment when you were playing on PC like, damn, this is just way better than Xbox. But then again, you do have a laptop, that's it, you don't actually have an actual PC. The thing that truly saddens me about you coming to PC is that you will be trying to speak on PC gamers' behalf, and you only did that switch because your little plastic box was so-called dying in the back of your mind. Oh my god, Xbox is dying, time to switch to another platform. You are the biggest fucking crybaby I've ever seen. You bitched and complained that other games were going to other platforms and making Xbox look bad. And when you found out that it was only 4 games, you sat there and said, oh my god, Starfield's not going to PlayStation, Xbox is saved, and look at you now, you're on PC. What a waste of bitching and complaining that was. I want to know, what was the exact moment that made you decide to change? And the thing that will scare me the most is that you're going to be talking all this shit with a gaming laptop. Like, you couldn't even get a fully fledged PC, you got a fucking laptop to play games on. Like, I would understand if you're going on the move to use that shit, but you're not, you're going to use that while you're at home. The moment that you start to fanboy, someone's just going to call it they have a gaming laptop, and then that's going to be the end of the argument. It's going to be as simple as that. I'm sorry, Chief, but a gaming laptop, no, you shouldn't have gotten one. I'm sorry, I have to just say that. Because you're just going to spend more money in the long run trying to maintain and keep up with everything else. This is why you build a PC, because you can save a lot of money. It's not that hard, and it's pretty cheap to build a PC these days. So the next fanboy that we'll be taking a look at is not just 1, not 2, not 3, it's 71,213, because all of those people are in a singular petition to get Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Which I'm sure that we all know is pretty much impossible. I don't think PlayStation will ever put it on Xbox unless they got Palworld. I'm sure Phil Spencer would love to make a fair trade. Palworld for Helldivers 2. 2 of the most popular games this year. But regardless of what I think will happen, I don't think Xbox will ever get their hands on Helldivers until a couple years later, maybe. But then again, PlayStation isn't doing the Xbox strategy of putting games over a year old onto other platforms. Only PC at this time. But it should be said, I do see a couple shit posts here and there on Twitter, YouTube, and wherever I go to find random shit posts about PlayStation wanting Xbox players to join in on Helldivers. Honestly, I can't confirm if those are PlayStation players, but you know, I don't think an Xbox player would be making memes about Helldivers since they haven't played it. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover with the Xbox fanboys. I think it's time that we go look at the PlayStation fanboys, as they have some things to comment on as well. Our first tweet is from King Thrash. Upon a closer look, everyone who port begged have a Sea of Thieves profile picture. So it's either fake or a bunch of Xbox fans wanting it on PlayStation. I've never seen a single PlayStation fans have a Sea of Thieves profile picture ever, but cope however you feel best, bro. Damn, that's crazy what one Google search can do. Thrash, just because you and your friend group may not want Sea of Thieves doesn't mean that there are PlayStation fans out there that want to play that game. Sea of Thieves has genuinely gotten better over the years. I've enjoyed my time with it. And now, PlayStation players get to sit down and spend time with the game. At least it's one of Xbox's more good games that has come out in the last 10 years, and I'm sure a lot of the PlayStation players will enjoy it, as it's really good to play with friends, and it's pretty good to sink a couple hours into at a time. But if any of you want a pro tip from someone that used to play the game, make it to controller only. It's not fun going up against mouse and keyboard while you're on controller. I'm doing you a favor. Our next tweet is from JTech. Sony has 10 years to make a Call of Duty competitor. Twitter, #Helldivers2 on PC. JTech, it's good to know that you don't understand what being a competitor to a franchise like Call of Duty actually is. Helldivers 2 is not a competitor. The only thing it's actually competing for is your time. But to say that Helldivers 2 is a competitor is just stupid, because they're not competing in the exact same space of shooters. One is a third person, one is a first person. And they're looking for two different audiences. One is a PvP, one is a PvE. Can you see the problem here? Helldivers 2 is not a competitor. Just because a game has a huge player base doesn't mean it's a fucking competitor, JTech. It needs to be competing for the exact same audience. Not many games can compete for Call of Duty's audience. I don't know why you can't actually think before you tweet. Our next tweet is from the Red Dragon. So that's 8 games announced today from Xbox. Did Phil mean 4 for each console? Hi-Fi Rush hits PS5 on March 18th. I don't know where these people keep getting this idea of that there's more than 4 games. We already know that there's going to be more eventually, but right now it's only going to be 4 games. I don't get where people keep getting this from, especially the PlayStation fanboys, because it's not only the Red Dragon, J-Dub has said that there's even more than 8. For example, he said right here, it started with 4 games, and now it's up to 12 and all in one day. Damn. I'm not sure if it's just me, but have I missed something that's happened recently between Xbox and PlayStation? Because to my knowledge, it's only 4 games. I swear I haven't missed shit, and plus I don't really keep up to date with the information often. But where are they getting these numbers from? Where? Where did 12 and 8 come from? I'm so confused. This is why I don't use Twitter. I go in there and I just see a bunch of retards talking. Like, did I miss something at all? Could someone explain that to me in the comments? Did I miss any news that said that there are more than 4 games coming? Because to my knowledge there's only 4. I mean, if you really think about it, there's more than 4 games that are from Xbox that are on PlayStation over the years. Xbox has released a ton of games, but I'm sure that these fanboys are only thinking of modern games, not previously released games, so I'm not really sure what they're on about. Our next tweet is from J-Dub. The PlayStation Nation is eating good this year. #PS5. I'm sorry to say, J-Dub, but the latter half of the year for PlayStation will not be good, but the first half is looking really good for PlayStation. A lot of the games like Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy people seem to be looking really forward to. I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Stellar Blade, you know, hot lady. Oh, it's what everything needs in a modern game these days. Wait a minute, am I high? Final Fantasy's already released, hasn't it? It came out recently, less than a week ago. And everyone's losing their mind over a hot lady in a video game again. I mean, that's pretty cool. Our next tweet is from J-Dub. My happy Xbox games to PS5 and Switch. Birthday dance. It's kind of depressing that you took a video in your car just to shake your head side to side and that was it. You didn't even do like a little jiggle or anything. Like, come on. You could have given us something a bit more. But I do find it pretty funny that you're talking about getting Xbox games and being happy that you're getting Xbox games when you're the same guy that said multiple times that he would never play such low quality trash like Xbox games. And then you turn around, buy them, pre-order them like many other fanboys that said that they would never get an Xbox game. And look at you now. Like, the lot of you fanboys literally said you would never do anything to support Microsoft, and look at you turn around and buy their games as soon as they're available for pre-order. I don't get it. Why? Why even bother at that point? You're just making yourselves look like idiots by going back on arguments you've held previously with other people on the internet. Like, we'll even use Japan Hates Xbox as an example. He's made a couple tweets talking about how he can't wait to get Hi-Fi Rush on other platforms, because he really wants to play that Xbox game and he's notoriously shit on Hi-Fi Rush, multiple times previously in the past. It really makes you wonder, why do they even bother fanboying for a product when they're just gonna go back on the words that they've already stated in the past, that they don't want these games and then they just go and buy them? Like, what the fuck's the point? I don't get it. Why waste your time saying all this shit if it's gonna mean nothing in the future? Our final tweet is from Persona. Just pre-ordered Hi-Fi Rush. So happy to be a PlayStation gamers. We get all the benefits. Well, I'm happy for you, Persona. You get to enjoy one of the only good Xbox games. You know, I just can't wait for the day when you guys get your hand on Starfield when it comes to PS5, PS6, or whenever they choose to bring it, as I'm sure they will bring it eventually. And I can't wait to see the day that you actually defend Starfield being better on the PlayStation. And I mean, there won't be much of a flex, because, you know, Starfield right now is just a genuinely bad game. And that game genuinely just needs a rework to have everything fixed in the game for it to actually be a viable product. Because right now, it's definitely not a good space game, let alone a good RPG. but I've at least lived to see the day where you guys say that you want Xbox games, so I guess that's more than enough for this week. Well, I guess that's it for the video. I'm kinda just waiting for Harmon Smith to make a video on the Elden Ring DLC trailer to say that it's a dead game already, and the trailer that it's already dead, no one cares about it, so I guess I'm just gonna wait patiently for him to make that video, and that will probably be the next one, as I guarantee he'll make it. Well, that's pretty much it for this, so take care, have a great day. I'm gonna go back and start playing some more War Thunder and get pissed at the game. So you go enjoy yourselves, have a great day, see you in the next video.